We have Patrick Wiltshire, our gardening expert, here today with a fantastic looking little peach tree, and Patrick's going to tell us the benefits about it. Hey Patrick, tell us about that tree.
Hi Paul. Yeah, this tree, it's a peach springtime tree. It's a patio tree, so it's perfect for if you want a tree growing not just in your garden but on your balcony perhaps, or perhaps you've got a small patio space where a tree would look perfect beside the wall or next to a doorway. Now the particular things about this tree I'll describe to you now that means that it's such a good buy. Now the peach springtime is a peach tree that is going to produce for you some real good luscious fruit. It's going to be really red skinned, and that's when you want to harvest it. So in the second year of harvest, when you get enough of the peaches growing on the trees, make sure that all those patches of green are fully ripened and it's got the lovely pink bloom on there. Now once you bite into that pink, into the red peach tree I should say, you've got a really lovely contrasting white flesh in there. But what you'll particularly notice is that within that white flesh you have what's called a semi-stone. So it's this almost half stone that instead of having a very sort of cumbersome stone in that piece of fruit, it just quite easily comes away because it's quite half deformed in there. So that's a real attribute for it, that you're going to get lots of fruit in there and you're not going to come across this stone.
Patrick, it looks very much like an ornamental tree, but obviously it is going to bear fruit as you've just said. How big is it going to grow?
Now within these pots here, these pots, Paul, these are 4 litre pots. They've got a good root network in here already. Now because it's in a pot about this size, it's going to be a bit restricted. It means that you're not going to get a peach tree that's enormous. You're going to get a peach tree that's manageable so that you can harvest the fruit at a height, which means you're not going to need a ladder, or you're not going to need the neighbour next door to come down and pick the fruit for you. This tree is going to be about a maximum 2 metres I'd say, so getting around sort of 6 foot. So that's one of the real attributes about this. It makes a good patio tree. It grows to a height where it's manageable for you to harvest the fruits perfectly. And also, it's been what's called grafted onto a rootstock that dwarfs the plant naturally. So it's not going to suddenly get big and cumbersome. It's going to keep naturally at a size which is attainable for harvesting.
And would I be able to keep that in a conservatory as well, Patrick?
You can keep that in a conservatory, that's fine. Make sure the conservatory is quite airy though, Paul. So if you're growing it in a conservatory, yes, it'll appreciate that little bit more heat, but it will want that air coming through the window so the fruits harvest well and it doesn't get too lacking of air.
Well, that looks great, Patrick. I look forward to giving one of those a go in my garden, and let's get tasting those peaches.
Exactly, comes recommended, Paul.